we shall see. Trash talking nearly every day. Dances like Reagan in every way. Doesn't understand our league.
Wait.
He was commissioned, you think
that's true.
But he blames Voldemort for his piece
What?
of stick. Can you believe
Wait.
that shit? Rowdy, shut the fuck
Come
up.
on. What?
We don't want
What?
to hear your jokes.
Hey.
Every single week about you.
Shut the fuck up.
Man, we hiding off of the key, so shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's a banger. Yes. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. That, guys, I'm honored that you felt the need to produce a wonderful song for your champion, your 2023, 2024 champion. Oh, I'm honored. I'm really, really honored. Although I'm a little angry. It's a little rude. There's some rude parts in there. Some rude parts that just make me want to just throw something, or I don't know. That just really it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's a bang. I mean, that's an iTunes hit. I mean, Rowdy's name is in it. I'm like a celebrity, so you put my name on something and you're good to go. Anyways, I'm on it. Guys, the season starts today. Officially, we're here. We got it. We've got fantasy football. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be a year. Last year was crazy. Of course, the Rowdies won. But it was a whole crazy mess of things going on. It was a great vibes. Everyone had a good time. Let's have a good season this year. I've got some predictions for the upcoming season, just kind of based on rosters and drafting or lack thereof. And we'll just kind of see how the year plays out, because no one ever really knows. And, honestly, some of y'all come out of nowhere every year unexpectedly. So it's going to be another fun year. I'm going to start off with number 12 on the list. Somebody who, I guess, forgot that the draft was happening. Probably too stoned or drunk off of the tiny little whiskey shots, or just thinking about gay boys the whole time. The Urinators, I believe, will come in last place this year. Forgot to draft a quarterback and I think a receiver, and was drafted Dan Bailey in the first round. I don't know. And it was pretty bad. The roster's not great. The keepers are awful. And I've got 12 keepers. What do I do? No, you don't. You never have 12 keepers. You have maybe one. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what you do with all your players. Maybe you go pick up the Deuce Bonds of the world and think that they're going to be superstar, running backs all of a sudden, and then you drop them the next week. I don't know. Maybe that's part of the problem, or just drafting, or the ability to know your team and all. But I don't know. It could be all the factors. Who knows? I'm just a champ. I know nothing. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Okay, moving on to number 11. This one kind of hurts a little bit. The Gotham Knights. I don't know what's going on over there. And I feel like the Gotham Knights are still one of those teams that you look at them at the beginning of the year, and then they kind of just linger around, and then they get really good, and then you worry about them. So I could still see Gotham Knights getting into that bottom 2 area when it's all said and done, but hanging around for a little bit. Next up, I would have CDs, TDs. CDs, TDs. Yeah, there's really not much other than TDs. There's probably no TDs. I'm gonna be surprised if CDs, TDs even breaks 6th. That would be a win for him this year. I don't know if this is if we're rebuilding. I don't think this is a rebuilding team. The keepers look decent and decent draft. I just think I don't know. I don't know. I just could see bottom 5 for CDs, TDs. So that's why I've got CDs, TDs at number 11, followed by the Regulators. The Regulators are one of those teams that will sneak up on you. I will give him that. But I also feel like the Regulators are still trying to get that momentum back into, the rebuilding and get past the rebuilding into a contender again, which could still take probably this year. So that's why I think they're going to have a good team, but probably not going to finish in the bottom half or top half, however you want to look at it. So there's that. Then I've got the implication. This is another confusing one because I feel like there were some keepers there. It's good roster. The drafting was decent. I just feel like Josh is going to. I feel like he's going to fuck it up somehow. I can feel it. I feel it this year with this team. He could go all the way down to the bottom two for all I know. He could lose to Yuri. That would be a shocker, but I feel like Yuri's definitely due considering he's just so terrible every year. Followed by at number 7. When did this happen? Cum. When did the name just become Cum? I thought it was this. But it's spelled correctly. It's not like the cum that Yuri drinks every night. It's like literally, it's come here. Like, does it stand for something, or is it shortened? Is it like a cum, or is it like a cum or cum? Is that like a bird noise? I have no idea. I'm really confused by that. Anyways, I feel like middle of the pack this year, probably going to scare some people for a second, but then kind of fall back down, or gets a slow start and generates back up to that status. Number 6, I had 6 and 7 flip-flop for a long time, but then I realized it doesn't really matter because 6 and 7 are smack in the middle. And so I've got meat and cheese there right now. Matt had a great draft, solid team, prepared well, and I feel like meat and cheese is always a contender for the playoffs, so it's not going to surprise me if this starts now and then next thing you know, we're looking at him potentially being in the championship game. So there's that, and then I've got Voldemort. Oh, God. The freaking Voldemort, man. I swear. And it's not my pea-sized dick, by the way. I'm just letting you know. Like, the dude will do whatever he possibly can to win a fantasy football game. So y'all need to keep y'all's phones off, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your phone, all that, because he's probably already getting the voodoo ready. And, like, he's going to try to act like, oh, no, I'm not Voldemort, blah, 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 blah. Stop calling me Voldemort, no. No, he knows exactly what he's doing. Don't let him fool you. This is what he does. It's like reverse. He does the reverse voodoo, actual voodoo. He has all the voodoo. Freaking Voldemort, man. Oh, I feel like I'm getting voodoo like right now as I'm talking. I hate you, Voldemort. But I also think that Voldemort will likely barely miss the playoffs. Followed by the time that we probably have been dreading will probably come this year, which is Tim and his weird science behind all the weird stuff he does behind the scenes. And I'm not talking about the situation with the maple syrup, the dog, the peanut butter, and the butterflies. That's a whole different thing. I'm talking about like the fantasy football stuff that he's doing with, I don't know what he's doing over there, making out with all his different things in the office, making videos. I don't even know if the guy works, to be honest with you. So I think that he could get to the point this year where he's looking at playoffs. And then we're going to have to start worrying about it, because then once the playoffs happen, he's probably not going to leave the playoffs. Then he's going to want the championship. He's not going to want to leave the championship. So we got to be careful with that one. He's a sneaky little snake. Sneaky snake. Okay, followed by the experience at 3. And here's why I put the experience here. Great team, solid drafting. Okay dude. He's an okay dude. He's not very attractive to look at, but he's got a team. I just think that karma has always been not there. It's just he can't get past. He just can't get there. It seems like every time he's at the championship game, something happens, and the team he's playing just decides, you know what, we've had enough of you. Go away and give us our championship. So I think that Cody will probably barely miss the championship game this year. It would be great to see him back there, but I don't know that that's going to happen. I could definitely see the playoffs and then and then probably losing out from there. So maybe a third place spot. Then I've got the, it's been so long since I've done this. Oh, bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Ooh, double slinger. Yeah. I think that Darren's always got a great team. I mean, he knows where to put people when, and he always has some crazy player that pops out of nowhere and does really great that nobody's ever heard of, and it just happened to be a handcuff or something like that. He'll have one of those this year, and they'll end up carrying him to the playoffs and then probably forward from there. So I would not be surprised to see Darren or the Bad Boys in the playoffs on top of a potential run at the championship. And then finally, at number 1, your reigning champion, the Rowdies! Yes, and I'm allowed to say that because last year I did a prediction, and of course I picked the Rowdies, because why would I not? And guess what happened? I'm now a fortune teller. I tell the future. You're welcome. You're welcome. Go to Vegas. Do the bets. Do all the fun stuff. Let's go. All right, guys. That's it for my predictions. It's going to be a crazy year. Fun year. Keep the good vibes going. Loving all the whatever. Everything minus Yuri sending pictures of the freaking moon at, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning. Probably on like acid and, I don't know, orange juice and gummy worms or something. I don't know. But other than that, it's going to be a great time. A lot of fun. See y'all never. I will see y'all never. Because shut the fuck up. Really, fuck. So good. So catchy. It's me in my freaking head. All right, guys. That's it. Starts today. Let's go! Holla, holla, holla for $1. Dang. I look so good. Ooh. Yes. Kisses.